Hello everybody and welcome to Happily Hester After. Oh, where's Ariel? Why isn't she in the video? Because she's busy and I'm here. So, welcome. Today we're talking about a subject that I feel like I should have talked about a while ago on this channel. And it's about how to be a better husband. And now, I know a lot of you on here probably aren't men or husbands, but I know there are some that are, and hello, first of all. I just want to thank you all so much for watching this channel and subscribing. And I do want to say that being a husband is hard. And the way I mean by that is it can be very difficult. I mean, being a wife is difficult too. But, you know, having to make sure that, you know, you keep everything, you keep yourself in line, you keep your discipline in check. It's very hard. It can get very tiresome. But I think the way to be a better husband, really, at the end of the day, is just by loving and listening a lot more. This is what I mean by that. Loving and listening requires us to really put a lot of energy into our partner, something that a lot of people don't do nowadays anymore. That energy comes from within. It comes from Christ. It comes from knowing who you are in God and being able to project that on to your wife and making sure that anytime she speaks, you listen. Anytime she feels something, you feel it also, because without that reciprocation, without that direct line of communication, nonverbal, it can actually fall apart pretty quickly. I've seen a lot of people divorce because they did not know how to communicate properly. And whether that be the man or the woman, regardless, it doesn't matter. It's that at the end of the day, it's a two-line, you know, it's a relationship. And if one person is not able to communicate properly, then the other person is not able to receive the communication, and it ends up falling apart. Imagine like this: our brains connect to the rest of our body. Our nerves, me moving my hand right now, is a direct result of my brain telling it to. Now imagine if my brain no longer had communication with my hand or my arm, it would be limp, and I wouldn't be able to use it. This is bad because I have use for this arm. I need this arm to survive. And what I'm realizing in marriage especially is that a lot of people are so quick to divorce because they don't see their spouse as their limb. They don't see their spouse as necessary, and they don't see their spouse as important. One thing that I did going into marriage almost 4 or 5 years ago, what I learned was that I need to treat my spouse as if she is my arm, as if she is my leg. I need to treat her in a way that if I were to separate from her or anything were to happen, I would have to cut off my own limbs, right? This is extremely important because once you associate your spouse with something on you that you need, that is connected to you, that has blood flowing through it, you start to realize that you wouldn't just cut them off like you want to. And that's something that I wish more people learned. I learned that in marriage counseling. I learned that in books that I read. I mean, we got plenty of books that we have over here. And I mean, hey, if you want this book for yourself, it's called Married for Life. Inspiration from those married 50 years or more. If you want this book, I can throw a link down below for Amazon if you guys want it. But this kind of book right here is where we learn things like that. And take note, 50 years or more. Meaning that the advice that I got about marriage didn't come from people that were married for 1 year or 5 years or 10 years. The advice that I got from marriage is people who've been doing it longer than I've been alive, longer than my mom's been alive. That is what I want to listen to. And that's something that people need to take note of. But what you'll realize is people don't want to listen to advice. They don't want to listen to someone telling them they're wrong. And that's why a lot of marriages fail. Because people are too prideful to listen and really take advice and understanding. And I don't want that. And that's what I really want to engage in, especially on this channel, is any man that does watch this who is married or wants to be married understands that the first step is to throw away your pride, which is the hardest step. And once you do that, once you're able to put that aside and understand that love comes from a place of no pride, it comes from a place of no presence of, am I right? Are you right? It doesn't come from that. Love is an action, not a word. And it's something that you have to learn to show. And so at the end of the day, I love my wife, and every day that we wake up, I try to make sure I tell her that and show her that, and not just let it be a kiss you on a cheek and you go off and do your own thing. No, that's not at all how it should be done. And I think everyone needs to learn that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you in some way. If you are a woman, you're married or want to be married, show this to your husband or significant other. They need to see this. They need to know what they're getting themselves into. And if you're a husband or a man that wants to be married, please understand that this is a journey and it's not easy. But don't listen to me. Listen to somebody that's been married for 50 years. So go get that book that I showed. It's in the link below. Go check it out. Go get it. It's great. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a great day and a better tomorrow. God bless. I'll see you all later.